All right, we are live, baby. We are live. What's up, everybody? It's Overflow next to the channel Faith Trading and Wealth, giving you the latest and greatest updates on how to trade the markets with Ichimoku. Today, we're going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to read the charts, how I read charts. Going to touch on a few things. If y'all have any questions or things that y'all want to ask about trading, or just about the market in general, feel free to ask questions. Today's going to be a Q&A type of day anyway, so we will talk about the charts. And if I do see any trading opportunities, I will talk about the market. So how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's blessed today. Hope everybody's doing well. I just appreciate you guys taking out the time to join me on this live stream. I'm not going to be here forever because I need to eat. Your boy's hungry. I have not ate today. So I am going to eat. I'm going to do a lesson. And then also after that, I'm going to eat and enjoy the rest of my day, just like you lovely people taking the time out to watch me. So let me see who's on here. What's up, the Kitty channel? Appreciate you for being here. I'll read y'all's comments in a second. What's up, Mike J? Mike J, how you doing? What's up, X? What's up, Apex 47? What's up, Shanti? How you doing? What's up, Pierce? How we doing? I appreciate y'all for being here. And anybody else that's here, definitely say what's up. Don't be a stranger. It's always cool to be family here. We're all cool here. We all like to talk. We all like to conversate and have fun. So you Kitty said after the whole SEC thing, Coinbase stopped trading XRP, and I don't know what to do with it. That's actually that's a big deal because a lot of people actually went through that recently, and also when Coinbase did take XRP off, its system. One of the big problems with that is that a lot of people didn't get a chance to take off their XRP. Some people got their XRP taken, so that's something that is very sad. But Coinbase actually was actually giving people a chance to get their XRP back. So, Kitty, if I were you, I would actually go send an email to Coinbase and tell them about getting your XRP off their exchange or whatever the case may be, because I do know if some people had to go through that. So sorry you had to go through that. Let me see. You said Apex 47, you said you could trade it on other exchanges. Yeah, you definitely can trade on other exchanges. X, you said, what's up? Finally made it to a live stream. God bless, brother. God bless you too. I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate you being here. Let's see. Buenas noches from Costa Rica. All right. I appreciate that. Thank you for, coming out here tonight. I might actually go out there just because I do like the atmosphere of Costa Rica. It looks pretty nice out there from what I've seen in pictures, and It'd be cool to go out there. So hey, if I'm ever out there, I'll let you know. Follow me on Twitter, and hey, if I'm out there, I'll post pictures and maybe we could say what's up. Let me see. You said, let me see, what's doing good? Nice trades you posted yesterday. Yeah, man, that trade yesterday was on the live stream. If anybody joined me yesterday, they know I took that trade live. What's up, Cedric? How we doing? You said, yo, man, have you seen Torre's latest YouTube post? I'm assuming you meant YouTube. Oh, post on Twitter. I guess that's what you meant. But what's the YouTube? Have never heard of YouTube. But no, I haven't seen it. I don't follow him like that. I see his post on Twitter, but I don't follow him like on his YouTube. I don't go to his page like that. There are some things that I do read on there that I do like on his post, but I don't check everything on his channel or on his post. But I have seen people talk about him. But yeah, tell me about it. I'm curious. Yeah, I'm definitely curious on. Shanti, you said you're the best, my bro. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. What's up, J8? How you doing? For you think we're going to break 20? Yeah, you know what? I'll actually talk about that too on that Bitcoin resistance, because I was talking to my students about that, because we were going to take a trade short today, but I said something's not right about this market. So I did it. I told them I'm not going to trade the market today because there's something that's not right. So sometimes you have to learn how to not take trades in the market, because not every single day is a trading opportunity. Sometimes you have to be patient and, step away from the charts, enjoy your day, go out to the pool side, enjoy the pool, chill with your family, build on your business, spend time with God. Whatever the case may be, you need to understand that you can't always be at the charts. There's not always going to be a trading opportunity. So sometimes you have to, step away. Also, excuse me, because there is a train coming through, and I live right next to the train station. So if y'all hear the train, y'all, that's what that noise is. Pierce, I appreciate that. I appreciate the congrats. Yeah, it was definitely a huge. It's funny because I actually could have pulled out with more on that trade, because I was tired when I took that trade. It was around 9 o'clock, something around that time. But later the market was moving harder, and if I had held the trade longer, I would have actually made $15,000 on that trade instead of the money that I did make. But I'm not complaining. It is what it is. Some people don't even make that in a month or two, let alone 3 months. So I'm not complaining about what I made. So I'm excited about what I made. So I'm not even gonna complain. But I definitely appreciate the congrats. You said, yeah, weird we get 0.75 BPS in pump. Yeah, that didn't sit well with me either. That's why I said I'm not gonna trade today, because that doesn't even make sense. And there's somebody behind the market actually moving the market like real crazy, because on this 15-minute time frame that I'm looking at, the market moved in a weird way that I said I'm not gonna play in the market today. I could have caught that trade, but I still wasn't comfortable enough to jump in the market for a long position. But I will show y'all in a second, and I'll do some education as well on how I trade the market and show y'all what I was looking at. Yeah, what was his post? Because I'm not familiar with his post. I'm not familiar with him as a person either. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh, what's up, Crypto Mike? How you doing? I just realized you were on here. What's up, man? Yeah, it's definitely a fake pump for sure. I'm in a short position, but getting worried. Yeah, we'll talk about that, because I do think the market is going to go up for a little while. I talked to my students about that, but we'll get into that in real soon, because there is something that I've been looking at the market. I'm like, I don't know about this. This is a trap. I think they're trying to trap people in the market right now. They're definitely trying to, and I think they're trying to trap buyers and sellers at certain points. But I'm gonna talk about all that as soon as we get on these charts. But I'm not gonna keep y'all too long either. Excuse me. But yeah, Darcy, tell me about his post. I'm definitely curious, for sure. And in the meantime, while you do that, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to the chart that I'm looking at. It's on the 15-minute time frame. Also, if y'all are new to this channel, feel free to subscribe for one. And then also, if you guys are watching, definitely smash that like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm to pick up this channel. Everybody always says you're underrated. I guess I don't know, but I appreciate that. That gives me confidence to keep doing what I'm doing and keep going and putting out content for you guys. But I'm gonna talk about something here, and I was actually, where was it? It was actually, let me rewind back in time. So we're gonna go back in time. We're gonna go right back to this point. So my students and me were looking at the market right here, right? Let me show you guys. This is where we were looking at the market in the student Discord. We were thinking about going short here, but something didn't quite add up, and I'm gonna show you guys. So here, I use this indicator. It tells me who's in the market. It tells me if there's buyers or if there's sellers in the market. And when I saw this, it was showing me that there was buyers, there was actually sellers coming into the market right here, right? So I saw that, but something didn't, match on the chart. Because when I looked at the chart, let me show you this. Let me knock this out real quick. It showed me that sellers were coming in, but it was not reflecting here. So this was saying that there was a false read in the market. So I was telling my students, don't short the market. I was telling them, like, don't even trade the market today, because there's something that's not right here. So this is where we were looking to go for a potential short, but it wasn't lining up here. So I said, stay out of the market. And then you see what happened. The market start pushing up, and then the market dropped. It had that hard drop, but it held this support here. And not only did it hold this support, let me take Ichimoku off, because I trade based off levels. So it came to this fractal level. Let me take Ichimoku off. So it came here, this whole level's a fractal level, and it never broke below this level. So I knew buyers were coming into the market. And it did show that there was selling pressure here. It showed a lot of selling pressure right there. But the problem was it never broke this level. So when I saw that, it was telling me that, oh, this is a false market. This is saying that there's buyers actually coming in and they're about to pump the market. The next candle, it still never broke underneath. You see that the selling pressure was still growing, because with that type of pressure, you should break levels like this, but it never broke that level. So I was like, something's not adding up. So I said, you know what? The market's about to reverse. And then boom, that gigantic candle right there. So I was happy to tell my students to not trade in the market today because of that. I noticed that this level was being respected regardless of whether it was saying that there were sellers coming into the market. Sellers were trying to push and break this market lower, but it could not get underneath that level. And then you see buyers took over. So that's why I said, no, this is not good. So using Ichimoku here, this is the tricky thing about Ichimoku, because the thing is, you have to know when to use Ichimoku. Ichimoku is good for finding trends and finding levels of support and resistance, right? So here, let me backtrack here. Let me take this off now. Let me take this red zone off. So I know here, looking at this level, I know that this level is a level of support because this is the cloud here, right? So this whole area is support. And then also you got candlestick levels, but we'll get into that another day. But right here, I see that this level is being respected. This whole area is support because we got the cloud here. We did break through the cloud, and usually when you trade Ichimoku, this will be a short signal. But if you use Ichimoku with other indications, like this one here, you would have known that this was a false read. Ichimoku traders would have jumped in here. But this is why you have to have more than just a little bit of knowledge in the market. I learned different styles of trading with multiple, people that have been trading longer than me, like people that have been trading 20 to 50 years in the game. So I get knowledge from all these different people, and I combined everything that they taught me into like one style. So I learned, the first style I learned was pattern trading, support and resistance trading. Then I got into a little bit of price action, but wasn't really too fond of it. But then I relearned it later. Then I found Ichimoku, and I said something's different about Ichimoku. So I really got that, and then I started combining everything I know into one style. And so right here, that's how I knew that this was gonna be a fake out. And then you see what happened here. So regular Ichimoku traders would have probably jumped the gun here. But knowing what I know, this is not it. So we see that it held at this level. Market pushed up higher. Boom. Let me see. You said Mike. You said at Mike J. Same. I shorted Ethereum and Bitcoin, kind of looking bullish short term. Yeah, and it's definitely looking bullish short term. I actually talked to my students about that. I wish I could show y'all like the conversations I have with my students in the Discord, because I did think the market was going to push higher, because I said something's not right here, especially on the 3-hour time frame. And actually, speaking about the 3-hour time frame, we're going to go ahead and go to the 3-hour time frame, and I'll show you why the market is pushing up right now. Let me also take this off. Yeah, let me take that off. Let me catch up with y'all's comments too, by the way. Yeah, the whales definitely ain't messing around. They are trying to push the market. You said I can't just share it, man. It won't let me. Oh, really? Darcy, I'm not. I would have to make you a mod, and I would have to do that when I'm not live streaming. So if you want to be a mod to this channel, let me know, or hit me up on Twitter, and I'll try to make that happen. Because if I do, I'll have to turn off the whole stream, because it's complicated. YouTube's complicated when it comes to making someone a mod. Twitch is actually easier to make somebody a mod, actually. But I'll get into that. Let me make sure I'm catching up with everybody's comments. Maybe the rate hike was priced in already. Could be. Possible bull trap ahead. Oh yeah, it's definitely a bull trap for sure. What's up, Shu? How you doing? I appreciate you being here. 1 week chart looks promising. Smart money buying. I'll have to look at that. Just to check. You said a long time. Yeah, it has been a long time since you joined my stream. It has been a long time. Bitcoin's either about to pop soon or dump. I'm betting on a dump, but hey, I'm betting on the dump. And Mike, I appreciate that. I'm doing well, by the way. I'm definitely doing well. Thanks for asking. But yeah, okay. XRP dominant. Oh, you're talking about the XRP dominance chart. Oh, I don't even look at that chart. I focus more on the pair versus the pair. The reason why I focus on like Bitcoin versus the dollar, or XRP versus the dollar, because you get more insight on what's really going on. Dominance charts don't really, I guess they work, and I have to check like those charts just to test it and see if it matches up with like the Bitcoin chart versus US dollar, or XRP versus US dollar. But you get a lot more insight into what the market, or the global state of the market, when you do like the dollar versus XRP or whatever. That's why I don't really look at like the dominance charts for just that particular pair. But you know, it might actually be a thing. I have to look into it a lot more. All right, so let me explain why the market went up, because I was telling my students right here. This is a good education session for, and if y'all have a pen and paper, feel free to let me fix this. Feel free to get some pen and paper, take some notes, because I'm gonna talk about this formation here on Ichimoku. So if you ever see this, I'm gonna take all this off. If you ever see this formation here, this is called a C clamp. All right, let me do this. Where's my brush? Here it is. So if you ever see this where the blue line is flat and you see the red line coming down like this is called a C clamp. All right, so remember that. That's the first thing I want y'all to know, is the C clamp. Let me go ahead and delete that. Okay, so let me write this down. I'm gonna actually type this out too. This is really gonna be an educational day for you, everybody. So C clamp. I'm gonna type this out. Give me a moment. All right, so this is a C clamp right here. So what a C clamp does, it shows market is out of equilibrium. All right, so it pretty much shows the market's out of equilibrium. When I say the market's out of equilibrium, what that means is price wants to do some type of correction. So let me put that down. Price wants to do a correction. Not just a correction, but also a range, which means the market will probably move sideways as well. All right. So this is what a C clamp is right here. When you see the Kijun, our blue line here, and our red line, they're far apart like this away from price. So if you see a C clamp, let me add this one thing in here too. So who's that messaging me at this time? And this is the Japanese terminology, by the way. Yeah, you're hoping for a bigger dump. Hey, I am too. You say I added to my short. Pray for me. I bet I'm gonna be praying for you for sure. Volume low while rising. Yeah, that's a good sign for a reversal too. Now let's see. All right. All right, so this is what it is right here. So if y'all could read the screen, this is what a C clamp is. A C clamp, it shows market is out of equilibrium. Price wants to do a correction. Now this is not 100% the case, but it is showing that there is a imbalance in the market. So the KS, which is the Kijun Sen, the TS is the Tenkan Sen. So the blue line, let me actually add this too. And you could also customize it to whatever color you want. I just have mine blue, the natural colors, because it just is more convenient to not change. But I know people do change their colors. But anyway, the Kijun Sen is the blue line here, and the Kijun Sen is blue, and the Tenkan Sen is red. All right. So when the KS and the TS are far apart, in this C formation shows that the market needs to get back into equilibrium, which is saying that the market wants to push upward towards the blue line. However, that does not always mean that it's always going to reach the blue line. This is suggesting that the market wants to come back to that point. Now, there are cases where the market will still continue to the downside or the upside, depending on which direction the C clamp is. But what happens when you see that is that the market wants to it wants to figure out what it wants to do at that point. So you could still get those moves where it will either go into a range or it'll start pushing up or down depending on what direction it is. So let me show you this. I'm also going to draw this because there's also a order block where sellers are coming in at. So let me show you this. All right. So I hope everybody has this. If you don't have it, that's fine. Y'all can watch the playback. This is just education today. So let me go ahead and delete that. Oops, I locked it. Bam. So what happens here when you see this, think about the market wants to push higher. So when we play this, you see the market did push higher right there. But you notice that the market's starting to get back into equilibrium because the blue line is starting to come down. So when you see this, the candlesticks are far away from the blue line, think that the market wants to get closer to the blue line. And that's when you can start looking for big opportunities again. All right. So that's one way to identify if there's going to be a potential reversal or not. So if we go back in time, let's go ahead and do that. Notice here how we have our C clamp. Market wants to probably push higher. And you could also draw your levels where you think the market could go to, because there's also order block in here. Actually, there's quite a few. There's an order block here, here, and here. So there's actually really 3 order blocks in one spot. And then you could count that one. But anyway, that's not the point. So looking at it, we see that the market wants to pull up. And boom. This is where we're at now. So the market still may want to pull up, but we have to check other things to see if it's going to happen. And you see, if we look at this, there are buyers coming into the market because you see this is moving to the upside. So it's showing that buyers are coming into the market, and this C clamp is legit. So that also gives you confirmation that the market may rise if you're combining it with other indications of volume or momentum indicators or whatever the case may be. So there you go. All right. So is this making the sense to everybody? I just want to make sure we're on the same page. I hope everybody's getting the education that I'm putting out, just to make sure that we got something here. I want to make sure that y'all are getting it. I know this is some of y'all's first time learning about this, especially the Japanese style anyway. So I do know that it might take y'all some time to really know what I'm talking about. So I'm just explaining why Bitcoin, did move up. So let's put on everything else now. Pierce, you said, yeah, it's great. All right, appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate the feedback. I definitely like feedback because I do want to do these more often. I don't want to always look for like trading opportunities and always say, oh, the market's going to do this. I want to actually teach y'all how to do this for yourselves so y'all can know, be confident in yourself to take trades. All right. So looking at this is where the market's currently at based off the 3 hour. You see, this is the 3 hour. We're still bearish. See this? We're still overall bearish based off the 3 hour. But if you go to like the 1 hour chart here, it's showing that this is where we're at. What's up, Zerpcat? What's up? How you doing? So when you see this is showing us that we still have some room. Since this is resistance, now we still have room to go to the downside, or we could break resistance. So now what we want to do, and if y'all have watched one of my previous videos from like a few days ago, I always said if you do not have a level, you do not have a trade. So currently we have a level. We have a resistance level, which is also a fractal level, and we're looking for an opportunity right here. Always remember this one rule though, and this is how you get a better chance of winning in the market. When you get to a level of support or resistance, you have a level that you have to take a trade that's 50-50 at that point. So when you're at support and resistance, you're always thinking 50-50. It's always a 50% chance of winning that trade. Now, you want to now wait and be patient when you get to these levels, and that's when you start using other tools in your trading kit to increase that probability from 50% to 60 or 70% chance of winning. So in this case, it's already 50-50. What you want to do here is wait for that candle to close. All right. You want to wait for this candle to close. So since this is an hour time frame, you got 32 minutes left for this candle to close. You're not going to want to sit at the chart for 32 minutes. Trust me, it's boring, and you don't want to sit at the charts for that long. So what you want to do, you want to go get your groceries, you know, fold your clothes, take a shower, maybe sit poolside, maybe spend time with your family, do something productive for the 32 minutes. When you do that, come back to the chart and see how the candle closed. Once you see how the candle closed, if it closed just like this is a gravestone doji, which is a potential reversal signal. All right. So I'm not going to sit here for 32 minutes. That's just real. That's not how trading works. People think you have to sit still for like 2 hours, 3 hours. That's dumb. You go live your life, come back to the chart, and then once you get there, boom, you see what's happening. So now that I see what's happening here, I have two options. What I could do, I could go to the lower time frame and trade it and see what's happening, because this is where we're at, or I could wait for the hour time frame right here and see what happens. So me personally, I like, for something like this, I want to see like on the 15-minute time frame to see what's happening. So this is the same area. Ichimoku on the 15-minute time frame is showing us that we're bullish, right? But just because it's showing us that we're bullish does not mean we're always bullish. So when we look here, let's add our other indications. So if we look here, we're actually showing some bearish divergence right now as it is. So let me take Ichimoku off and show you what I'm seeing. So price is making higher highs, right? While the oscillator here is making lower highs. You see how this is making like that alligator mouth? This is showing us that the market may want to reverse here. Is it 100%? No, there's no such thing as 100% in trading. But the probability now is higher for us to win that trade. So now we went from 50% chance of winning to now about 60 to 70% winning for a short trade. So when this 15-minute candle closes in about 20 seconds, actually, we're thinking, you see already, is the market's trying to reverse at this point. So what you could do, you could be aggressive or you could be conservative. Aggressive trader would do this. Wait for this candle to close, set their targets. Boom. This is how they would trade. A conservative trader would probably wait for the next candle to see if it would be bearish, and if it's bearish, they probably enter the short. That's how they would take the trade. Good morning, Navi-chan. I appreciate you. Thanks for joining. And also, I thank you again, Navi, for the games yesterday on Apex. Those were some fun games last night. So yeah, if you want to play some more Apex games with me, hey, reach out, because I'm ready. I'm ready. I felt good about yesterday's games. But yeah, right here, Crypto Mike, yeah, this would be an ideal area to short, because you see what's happening right now. You see how this candle is starting to push lower. So if you want to enter for a short trade, you could put your entry here, stop loss above that candle, and then figure out where you want to, take profit. Looking at this chart, I don't really have an area where I would take profit yet, but if I was to take a profit, it would probably be around here. If not there, what I would look for is for the market to come back down here. The only reason why I say that, because the market is, in a weird range. And then also you see this too. It had that, what's it called? It had this ascending, not ascending triangle, but a ascending wedge. Or no, descending wedge, because this is coming down. Descending wedge, which is actually bullish, which is also weird, but whatever. But yeah, this is what this is, a descending wedge, which is actually a bullish move, and then you see what happened. The market went up. So yeah, that's one way to determine what the market's going to do is figure out the patterns of the market, then trading that. Now, if you do take this trade right now, hey, you have a high percentage chance of winning this trade right now as we speak. But today, like I said, I'm just giving you an education. I'm not trying to, you know, get trades today. I just want to educate people on how I would take trades. But, you know, if it's looking good enough, I might actually take this right now live. So it's looking good right now, actually. I might wait for that 15. Wait, this is the 15. Yeah, I might wait for this 15-minute candle to close and then probably take that trade. But let me confirm something. I don't like this though. I like it for what it's saying, but I don't like it for entering the trade just yet. Excuse me. He said, "Oh, hey, I appreciate you. We had a lot of fun. Yes, hit me up later. I'm with my first cup of coffee." Yeah. Oh, yeah. So yeah, definitely, I'll hit you up after I eat because I have not ate. So I'll probably go pick up some food or make some food. Then I'll probably, definitely eat. After I eat, then I'll play some games with you, and we could win some games like yesterday or do good at least. But here, but yeah, once again, as you see, this is how I trade. This I'm showing y'all live, like how I look at the charts for myself when I actually take a trade. So you see how I combined different styles in one. I combined it Ichimoku with divergence, with support and resistance, and checking volume and all that, because this increases your probability of winning trades. A lot of people always say you win a lot. I don't lose too many trades. I'm not saying I don't lose because I took a few losses the other day. I could show y'all my losses. Like I took like a $1,600 loss on one trade. Like I'm not afraid to tell y'all I lose. I lose trades too, so I just don't lose often. That's the thing. But I do lose trades. But when I do lose trades, I go back and see what did I miss? Why did I lose the trade? And that's a lot of the reason why people don't grow as traders is because they don't go back to learn why they missed or lost the trade. And that's a problem. Because every single detail in trading matters. You miss one detail in trading, that could cost you millions, thousands, hundreds. So every detail matters. It doesn't matter if you're a new trader, or a baby trader, or a advanced trader, or whatever the case may be. The point is, if you miss one detail, that could be you making millions or losing millions. So that's why I always tell everybody, take your time. Don't rush the charts. Let the money come to you. Do you daily live stream at that time? Yeah, Monday through Friday. Well, at least for this week, I'm going to be doing live streams at 8 p.m. Central Time. So yeah, I usually do it at this time. So yeah. It's Monday through Friday, and then the weekends are my day off. I don't look at charts too much on the weekends, but because I want to have my time to breathe. But sometimes you just got to get away from the charts because it's what you see. You see numbers and lines all day, and it messes with you. You're like, man. But yeah, sometimes you just got to get away. Oh, Navi, yeah, okay, you got me. Okay, bet. What about Doge, man? Where you see it up or down? I don't even pay attention to Doge. I don't even pay attention to certain coins. I only focus on the big ones like XRP, Ethereum. I don't know who that is. XRP, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, and a few others. But yeah, I don't watch every single chart or every single pair. Now, if you look at my watch list, I don't do this for me. If you look at my watch list, I have all these cryptos on the right hand side, as you see right here. But I don't look at all of them. I only have them on there because of you guys, because I know everybody has different stuff that they want me to look at, and I give my opinion and my thoughts on the market. All right. So that's another thing, and another thing that one thing people have to do when they trade, mark up your levels, please. Mark your levels of support and resistance. Mark your levels. If you do not mark your levels, you're going to take some L's. Mark your levels. What's up, Ernesto? How we doing, bro? It has been a long time. So yeah, if you guys, well, y'all don't know, but Ernesto is a homeboy that I went to school with. We've known each other for a long time. So Ernesto, I appreciate you being on the stream, brother. Thanks for being here. Thank you, thank you. It has been a minute. Who's blowing my phone up? Let me see real quick. Okay, interesting. So you guys, I'm not gonna say. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna say just yet. I'm actually gonna keep this private until I actually, do the paperwork for it. But I'm actually planning on doing something really big for people, and it's gonna be a surprise. But hey, if you are interested, when I do announce it, it's going to be nice. Somebody actually mentioned it on my new video today, or new short. It's something that I have been thinking about for a while. Uh, but when the time's right, I don't want to say it now because I don't want, people to talk bad over it and then it never manifests. But if it does, hey, I will do something really big for you guys, really big. Oh, so y'all see right here. Let me. Oops. As y'all see, look what's happening. Y'all see this? This would have been entry. Boom, look at this. Y'all see, this is live. This is why I always tell people on Twitter, y'all need to join my live streams and be making money. Because this would be, this is in profit right now if you took it to trade. But I'm not trading today. I'm taking a break. But you see for yourself, boom. This is live. This is how I teach people how to trade. I want y'all to learn how to do this for yourself. This is why I always say, hey, if you want to be a member, it's worth it. You take 2 trades with me, they'll cover your membership that you paid for. That Netflix subscription you are paying right now does not serve you anything. It's not paying no bills. It's adding on bills. So what's the difference in paying for a membership that actually pays your bills or learning a skill that pays your bills? That's why I always say, I keep it really small because I said, it's hard times right now. It's worth learning how to be how to trade, be a member, learn some secrets, because I got a lot of secrets that I don't even share on here. This is, if y'all think this is something, then I haven't shared nothing yet. This is nothing. This is really nothing. But yeah, if you want to learn how to do this for real, I really consider it. Really consider it. How many chart patterns does Ichimoku have? What do you mean, how many chart patterns? Because Ichimoku doesn't have chart patterns. It has formations, I guess, but I'm not sure what you mean by patterns because Ichimoku doesn't really have patterns. What's up? X said I'm signing up. Oh, all right, X, bet. And when you sign up, join the Discord so you can connect your account, your YouTube account to Discord. Connect it so you could get access to the student section and also the unlisted videos that I have on YouTube. You'll have access to all that. And depending on which membership you get, you could get one-on-one training with me as well, because I'll definitely do one-on-ones with you if that's what you would like. But I think I hope everybody's getting what I'm saying here. I know this is a lot to cover today, but hey, and look here, you see this rejection that's happening? This is how you get ahead of the market. So if we had waited for the hour time frame, we wouldn't be watching the chart until right about now, because the hour, actually we still got 18 minutes. When this candle closes it within the hour, we'll see where the market's going to be at. So we'll see. 1v1 at the firing range. Yeah, hey, if you're challenging me, Navi, let's go. Let's go. Okay, I get what you're saying, like the C pattern. Okay, yeah, so I'll get into that in a second. Now that's, let me actually start covering that now, actually. Let me take all that off. And let me take Navi, if you wanna go in the firing range, let's go. So there's really only two. Well, let me say there's actually really three patterns that Ichimoku does. So you have, oh man, I'll have to really get real basic. Hold on a second. Let me take this off. All right, so this is what we have. So let me take the candles off too. Let me just have a naked chart, just bare booty naked chart. All right, Cedric, you said you have to sleep. You'll catch the replay. All right, see you, man. God bless you. Have a good one. Yeah, X, no problem. Yeah, you're more than welcome for the info. In your truck. Okay, so the first real pattern that Ichimoku has is the basic crossover. So this is called a TK crossover. All right. So a TK crossover is either bullish or bearish. So this one is bullish because the red line is crossing through the blue line. So let me type this out. So if y'all, like I said, if you want to take notes, you're more than welcome. Let me move this for a moment. And let me move this for a moment. So let me do this. Let me type this out. So a TK cross. All right, that's pattern. If you're talking about patterns, that's a pattern, I guess. So TK crossover. There's two types. And y'all could take notes if you want to. I'm just typing this out so y'all can visually see it, because I know some people need to see it, so it's fine. Let me do this, all caps. Two types. One bullish, one bearish. All right. So when you see this, it's the TS, going back to Tinkerson again, and the KS. Let me type this before I talk. All right, so here we go. So you have two types of crossovers, bullish and bearish. Then you have the Tinkerson, the Kijis, and the blue and red. So a bullish crossover. Let me type this. Bullish equals the TS, the red line, crossing above blue. And then a bearish crossover is the TS crossing below blue. All right. So if you see a crossover, you should be able to identify it. Another terminology, you could say this is a golden cross. Excuse me. A golden cross is bullish. A death cross is bearish. So this is bullish. You have the red crossing above the blue. Here, let's look for a bearish one. Man, it's a long way up. Hold on a second. Here's a bearish one. And here's a tricky one too, because you see that it went from bullish to bearish. That's also a sign that the market may either range or reverse. But you see here, here's a bearish crossover. All right. So what the crossover means is that the market is going to be bullish or bearish until the next crossover. All right. So if you were trading, let's say we put the candles on, right? Let's say we did this. That's a long term, long time. Let's go ahead and put the candles back on. Notice here, let me actually make this bigger so it could be visible. Right there. Notice here, and maybe make this bigger too. Notice here that the crossover, the bullish crossover happened way up here. I mean, the bearish crossover happened way up here. So look what happened. The market went down ever since, and then we had a bullish crossover, which is what you see now. So this is one way to determine if you want to stay in the market with Ichimoku. So Ichimoku will tell you to stay in the market until the next crossover. Now that doesn't mean that the market's going to be bullish or bearish for that long. And there's rules with it, but I'm just giving you basics because you have to understand the basics to start using advanced. So from here, you take your trade short. You're in the trade all the way down here. Once it crosses again, you take your profit. So if you had taken your short there all the way down to this point, that was a 31% gain, and that was 9,452 points in the market. See, it could be simple, it could be complicated. It's all on the trader. All right. Now, I'm just giving y'all basics, nothing too crazy. So that's another who was it? Atway. You said Atway. Yeah. So Atway. That's another way to determine determine if the market was going to be giving you an Ichimoku pattern based off these crossovers. So there's really 3 patterns, but really 2 because a crossover is really one thing. It's either bullish or bearish, and then you have the C clamp. So those are really the only Ichimoku patterns that you really need to really know, because there's not really any other patterns outside of that. So I hope that helps. Crypto Mike, did you take the trade for Bitcoin right now? Because if you did, you should be in profit. Just letting you know. Let me put that back on there. Yeah, you should definitely be in profit, because look, you see how we came underneath? Solid. It's still above the 200 weekly moving average. Okay. I'll take a look at that, because if you wanna go there, let me see what's happening. Okay, you added Ethereum to the. It's showing that there's still a lot of sellers in this market on the weekly. There's still a lot of sellers in this market. So I'm gonna have to say okay to that one. Will we break it? We'll find out very soon. Ichimoku is showing very strong signs of this market coming lower. It does show it might do like a mini correction, but it's not gonna be enough for like Bitcoin to reach like these high prices like it used to. It's pretty much a wrap for crypto. I'm not trying to be negative, but crypto is gonna be in an ugly space very soon. And I've been warning people about this since up here, that crypto's in a dangerous spot. And I said once it breaks, this green line breaks below the cloud, it's gonna be a long bear market. This is showing no signs of quit. If you see back here, back in 2020, look at how, let me rewind back to 2020. Let me show you what the cloud was saying, because you could have actually caught the trade from here. All right, so here, let's play it a little bit. Here, you see how strong this cloud is? Whenever you see, let me go here. Whenever you see the green line break outside of the cloud, this is called the Chiku span. This thing is going to confirm a strong market, especially on a weekly chart. That's why when I saw, Bitcoin do its thing the first time, I said, oh man, this market's got to really move. And you see what happened here. We see the market playing. You see how the candles move over time. I'm not going to play all that because it's going to take a while, but you see how this market's playing, right? And just to confirm something, let's go back one more time. Let's go back to right in here. All right, you see how the market, let's go back one more candle. Let me see what happened here. All right, so you see how the red and blue line are angling up. This is showing you that the momentum's good. Now, look what happens here. The line went flat. You see that? The blue line went flat. So when the blue line, and this is back in 2021. This is back in 2021. So look how the blue line went flat. Now this is considered, I won't say this is a C clamp, but this is saying that the market's very out of equilibrium, which is saying that the market may want to pull back to here or at least come down just a little bit. All right, you see that it did try, but look here. Look what happened. Because this went flat. Keep playing it. You see what happened here? Market, it came down to this level. Once the blue line angles up or down, depending on what direction the trend is, that's when it's a green light to go back in the market. Let me prove it. Let me just play it right there. And you see the blue line angled up. You see how that blue line angled up? That's giving you confirmation that it's good to go and trade the market for a long again. And if we play it, look what happened. The market continued higher. This is why you have to watch that blue line. The further apart these lines are, the worse it is. All right. So this is why you gotta learn. Go back. Let me go back to here again. So let me go back to when we angled up. Oh, it was right here. I think it was right here. So yeah, next candle, we angled up, and you see what happened here. We went up a little bit more. So we went up from, once it angled up on this candle, the market went up a little bit more for how many points? Went up again for 5,858 points with a 9% push to the upside. Just based on knowing that the blue line went up. That's all. All right. So this is why it's important to know how to read the cloud. And this is the basics of the cloud. This is not even the advanced stuff either. So I just wanted to point that out because I did see it. And this was back in here before this happened. All right. So that's something that I do want to explain there, but it's good to know how to read it like that as well. And then add either other indicators or more prior knowledge to the market. Let me see. The trend is your friend. Exactly. Those were the days. Those were definitely the days. So you see here, we're getting the same thing as we got back in 2020. And this is a strong bearish cloud too. So I don't see no quit in this market for a while. This market's going to be bearish for quite a while. I don't want to be the negative guy, but I'm going to have to be the negative guy. I don't want it to, but hey, it is what it is. But you see what's happening now. Now here's the first level of support. Because look what's happening. You see how the blue line went flat here? So if you were taking a trade with Ichimoku, what may happen here? You might get to this blue line, bounce up, come back to this level, make a double top, and you might see the market start to range in here before it comes down. Because the reason why I say that is because this cloud is showing us that there's no active, the market is not, the cloud, well, let me say this, the cloud itself is not twisting, all right? If this cloud is not twisting, this is showing that we may hold at this level, push back up, make a double top, and then push back lower. Or the market will do this. It'll make a range right in here. Or let me go down a little bit. It may range in here. Saying the market may do something like this. And then take to the downside. So we don't know yet. I can't say, hey, this is going to happen 100% like this, because that's not true. What I will say is this is what I'm noticing, and I'll take note of that flat line here. But right now, what I am seeing, we are definitely bearish and we are reversing. That's how I see it. You said hopefully we don't go below 16,880. Yeah, you know what's funny? Let me show you something. Because if that's the case, because I do have a target below 16,800, which will be right here at 9,928. So I do see the market potentially going this low down here. I will say that. And if it does, this is going to be a painful market. for a lot of investors. That will definitely bring XRP down to 10 cents or lower, just to let y'all know. Let's see. I hope y'all are liking the education tonight, because I definitely want to make sure that y'all are learning this for sure. All right. Any questions or concerns or thoughts? Because I would definitely like to hear y'all's thoughts. And let me show y'all the XRP chart real quick as well. Not the weekly. Because the XRP chart made a C clamp too. Well, it wasn't as pretty, but it did make a C clamp. Where was it? I think it was the 4 hour. Yeah, I think it was the 4 hour. Let me go back. Yeah, I made one here. This little clamp formation. So yeah, the market did the same thing on XRP. And then you see the market pushed higher to this blue line and got above it too. So right now it's just going to be a waiting game to see what happens. And technically on the daily time frame, we're still very bearish. Like, okay, so you see here on the daily time frame, we're bearish. 4 hour time frame, we're bearish. 1 hour time frame, we're bullish. You see that? Because we're above the cloud. So at this point, you have to learn how to go based off the higher time frame. Let me show y'all a trick real quick, and I'll probably end with this. So you see this red line here on the right there. I'm gonna put a red line right there. And a lot of Ichimoku traders do not take this into consideration when they first learn it. But here, as long as we're underneath this red line if we're underneath this red line, we're bearish, because this is the daily time frame, right? If we go down to the 4 hour, this is where the red line's at. We go down to the 1 hour, this is where the red line's at. As long as we stay underneath this red line, we are still technically bearish. And then look here. Look at this. Because the market needs to break above here to go higher. That's a secret. Well, not really a secret, but not a lot of Ichimoku traders know that. So that's what I did want to share. Pierce, you said very much thank you. Don't fully understand it, but I'll go back and watch again. Appreciate you taking the time. Yeah, of course, anytime, for sure. But yeah, Crypto Mike, man, let me know how that Bitcoin trade works out for you. I'm not, like I said, I'm not touching the market today because I already had my big win yesterday. I'm tired today. I don't want to even look at a chart because I was like, ooh, this trade is really going though. I'm really tempted to jump in, but I'm going to stick with what I said and just chill. Ooh, excuse me. But yeah, if y'all like today, if y'all want to have more live streams like this, let me know. Drop some fire emojis in the chat if y'all would definitely like to have some more sessions like this or live trading educations like this. I don't just know Ichimoku. I have different styles, but I prefer Ichimoku the most because it's very precise. I'll say that. Like this is just basics. I haven't even got to the advanced. That's why I definitely want to, build people up to start learning advanced. You know what I mean? Be careful. Could be a fake out bear. Yeah, it definitely could. Definitely could. Pierce, I appreciate the fire. Crypto Mike, you're welcome and thank you for that. But yeah, definitely, this is something that you got to be careful about. This markets like this, for sure. And if we go to the hour time frame, we still have the hour candle finally closed. And, excuse me, this is a good sign that the market could reverse though. Because we have a bearish engulfing candle taking Ichimoku off. If you're just trading levels, this is how I first traded, like naked charts like this. If you're just trading support and resistance, you should think about shorting because this is where you have, and I'm also going to go into teaching you how to read the candles and what each candle means because each candle means something. And that's what price action is. That's why this is why I really want people to learn this, because it's ridiculous how much people don't know how to read charts on Twitter. It's ridiculous. I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm just saying when I see certain things on Twitter, I get like kind of irked out, because I look at people's charts and they'll say the chart is super bullish. That's not the case. Or they'll say it's super bearish. That's not the case. And there's certain criteria that needs to happen for the market to make certain moves. And each candle is telling its own story. So when you see each candle individually and you collect the data, it's telling a story that you have to learn how to read properly. And you could read it wrong. Don't get me wrong. There's sometimes where I read a candle wrong because there's something that I missed, and I go back and say, oh, I missed that small detail. Okay, cool. I made a mistake. And then there's market structure. There's so much into trading that people don't talk about. But I could give you the target from this point to this point and get you this target just by how I trade advanced. You see that? I get my targets based off this. Boom, what I hit targets. What I look for a trade here, boom, hit target. Almost hit target here. Got very close. But see, there's so much I want to teach you guys that people don't talk about or know about when it comes to charts. But that's going to be it for another day. I hope y'all stick around to learn more. But your boy's hungry. I'm about to head out and get me some food. I hope this has been a blessing to you guys. I hope I could do some more content like this. If you enjoyed this, definitely subscribe if you are new. Tell people on Twitter to join my live streams. I want to educate. I want to help y'all make money. Y'all see the trades that I took. I'm going to start showing you guys, the trades that I take and the profit that I make, just to, help y'all, get excited to become a trader if that's something that you do want to really do. And if you want to be a member of the channel, take it to the next level, get one-on-one training with me, or you want to just be a part of the student chat and talking there, definitely be a member. I would appreciate that, and we could go from there. But other than that, I love you guys. Y'all be blessed in Jesus' name. And maybe tomorrow or so, maybe if the Lord has me to give y'all a word or something, I will give y'all a word. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all keep y'all's heads up. Don't worry about the crypto market. Learn how to trade, make money in a bear market or a bull market. Whatever direction the market goes, you can make money. All right? Be blessed in Jesus' name. Peace.